Alright, we go about our next day. Are you ready, kitty cat? We've got people to serve. Oh, hello, Francesca. So pretty. Good afternoon. No, good morning. I'm sorry. I'm a little distracted. I feel it. I'm Francesca Robinson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you've heard about Hungerford. It seems to be the talk of the town lately. I'm used to dealing with maladies of occult nature. And black eyes are certainly unusual. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hoping an output will have an effect. Yes, which is this. I know it's that because it weighs a pound exactly like a heart. The item is made of stone, weighed on the and weighing the item is using my scale shows it to be exactly 1 pound. It's a very commonly used one from all the playthroughs we've done so far. Get in here, Miss Parker. I had quite a chat with Edmund Bishop in the guilty rail last night. He's always got an interesting story to tell. Last night he was different. I could tell he's worried, which has me worried too. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. How dare he be making you worry, and how dare you be worrying? I don't actually care. It is what it is. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thermatars, but can have some small effect on experience, or a wandering shroud will not evade them. But for example, such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials through rarely precious metals. Okay, so I think it's this, because this is made of gold, right? Or bronze? Okay, it's made of bronze, sorry. Then it's not that, because it's not, it's gotta be made from a specific thing. But it's gotta have protection on it. The protection symbol. It may be the only thing we have that has protection on it. Because I don't know what a precious metal really is. Could be this. I think it's this, actually. It's got, like, teeth on it. Cheap metal, probably pewter, yeah. Yeah. This pendant has the symbol of protection on it. Alright. Good luck, my dear. Be safe. Don't be talking to cultists. Hello! There's something I wanted to show you. That's creepy. I didn't like the looks of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? Well, that's fair. It was hanging behind an old shed, all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. There. Okay. I take back the creepy factor. It probably isn't that bad. At least he was smart enough not to touch it. You know what I mean? So there's a church here. Right? Here's church. There's a lake. Is it here at the lake? Is that what I'm getting? The shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond, but it's clear that it hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles crawl their way up and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rust in a molted green cloak. I find what I'm looking for to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing the amulets hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eyes as I reach for it, and I notice that there is another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. So we got two. Alright, you ready to go, kitty cat? sure we put this in our book of done things. There we go. It's in our drawer. Verona, my love, how are you? Eli picked a bad time to leave Undermere. I have come from Hungerford House, where I've been helping Dr. Robinson and looking for any clues about what has happened here. There wasn't much to go on. I found a shot of occult vessel, but whatever did this was not creepy dark. There was a strange black stain on the flat stone floor that he didn't like the look of. And the ravens, very unusual, but at least they seem to be dispense. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Letterstone Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on this behavior. But first, I would like a visitor or something like this, but we don't want it spreading. Now remember that this is this because it's the only one that is like that. She's only using it. I think there's one other thing we can give it to somebody. Use a candle. Using a candle, I was able to confirm the flames burn blue in its presence. All right. Good luck, my dear. Okay. And the day ends. You're such a good kitty cat. Who couldn't love you? 2 days earlier, the rider and his fellow adventurer were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below Crickhead Tower when they made a discovery. Their elation at this find would soon turn to horror. Oh boy. Alright, let's go. Nice. We have a key. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. We know where that is. It's behind the two buildings. So, this is the key manor. This is the lock. It's buried behind them. Nice. A large flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears an inscription. On the spot in the year 1813, Arthur Key did shoot and kill the beloved horse of Willington Lock. Buried at the foot of the slab, I find an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents, as well as a pistol and another item that catches my attention. Shot his horse. That's so mean. Disrespectful, man. You don't go shooting people's dogs, horses, or cats. Or their birds. It's just awful. Now, their snakes are up for debate, depending on how bad their noodle is. Well, the shop is still standing. Yeah, that's something. Excuse you. Says what? Say what you will about Undermere, but this town is never quite for long. I leave for a few days, and suddenly everyone's talking about ravens and curses. Yeah, I'm going to need to find Verona to get up to speed with what's going on. At least I didn't come away from the Ravenglass empty-handed. I can say always rely on quiet sauna to unearth some interesting trinkets or two. So you've brought back a cursed object. Thanks, lovely. I'll stick it on the shelf and shake my fist at you for questioning my ability to run a shop for 2 or 3 days. I'm not a good person. Yeah, I'm pushing away the only people I care about. Help me do better, please. I have to change. I don't know how, but I don't know how. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make my changes stick this time? See, this is what I like. The fact that she is doing better and she's trying to be a better person. Let's see. Just trying to remember what we gave that one girl. This item has horns, yep. Work on yourself, lady. You hurt your friend by stealing from her. Francesca, my love, how are you? Never didn't snap Mr. Hungerford out of it, unfortunately. That sucks. It's strange. At times he appears almost awake, but he is deep in some kind of trance, and I can't get anything out of him. He seems to be searching for something. I'm beginning to suspect this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not willing to give up so easily. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to need a sleep vessel to get me through this week. I'm pretty sure the sleep vessel is this gnarly thing that I have on the table. Where'd I put it? Right? Am I thinking of the right thing? It's not this. I think it's this. Bronze and iron. There is a darkness to it if I hold it for too long. Untold fear. I think it's this. Well, let me look it up. Sleep vessel. Sleep vessel, 6 points of asleep, yep. Are here to said to represent the 6 thermodynamic disciplines. They help people to stay awake beyond their natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time, and repetitive use becomes more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Yep, that's the deal. This item, it has 6 points. Closer inspection reveals the darkness inside. Alright, girlie. I need you to be careful now. Be safe. Next one. Get in here, it's raining. Hello, my dear. Your lipstick always throws me off. Many years ago, I owned a silent breath, but it was already old when I inherited it, and its power soon died after. It's about time I replaced it. Yeah, I think silent breath is the hair that I have on the shelf. Yeah, there are those that consider the white hair as a prize to be claimed, but there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble, a white heart, noble guardian of the forest. A silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. Sorry. While the stag lives, the item will retain its powers, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Yep, it's this one. It's got a little hair in it. Yep. There you go. This item features a white hair, a prominent trophy, potent trophy from a white stag. On closer inspection, my sins come alive. Yep. Alright. I always get thrown off by her lipstick because it contrasts her eyes so much. She's pretty, but it takes me by surprise every time. It's like she walks in with con makeup. I always want to try a Link. I have a personal interest in the celestial branch, so I'm not completely new to such things, nor am I ignorant of its risks. Okay. And now I have a good reason for it. Okay, I don't buy it. I need to take care of some roofing repairs, and this will help. Seems to be the safest way to approach it. Okay, so that's this, because it makes it levitate. Remember that. The bird morph is a connection to flight. Using my lightest scale, I can confirm that it is very light. Yep. Yep. Goodbye. Poor baby. We're burning through these days like crazy. The ravens are back, I see. It looks like it's going to be worse this time. After speaking to Verona, I've come to extend an open invitation to visit the castle. Okay. My family has lived there for generations, and I know there are artifacts that would be of use to you. Gathering dust in the hidden corners. All I ask is that you stay out of the southern tower and the master bedroom. I run everything, and run anything you find by me first, of course. Well, that's fair. Alright, put that on the drawer. What'd you say? Here is something to get you started. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. Follow the corridor down to the end and go to the door on the left. There's a small pit in the corner of the room with an item on it, and you are welcome to. I never did like it anyways. Okay. Okay, so you said go to the main here. Walk past the main staircase. Okay. Turn left. Follow the corridor down to the end. Go through the door on the left. Okay. There's a small pit on the corner of the room where the item should be. So it's here? I must have taken a wrong turn. This is where I'm going. Here? Okay. This is not hard to spot in the corner of the room. Next to a small writing desk, a glass jar houses the object mentioned in Immer's note. As I gather the item and turn to leave, my eye is drawn to a green book on the desk. The author's name is of particular interest. I pick it up and find Emid on my way out, who encourages me to take it with me. I try to insist on paying for it at least, but he won't have entertained the idea. I got the book. I got the gemstone book. Okay. Into the drawer you go. Into the drawer of books. Nice. And into the completed section. We should... Hold up. Can I put this in this drawer? Do I need to put it in there? No. Does it make me feel like I completed something by doing it? Yes. End of the day. At the end of a long passageway, after days spent clearing away dangerous rock falls, the duo came upon a chamber. In it, they found a small stone tomb, too small to contain human remains. Could have been a baby, okay? It could have been someone's cat, you know, that they cremated. It's not human remains, but it could have been remains. Who are you to say? Just saying. He's starting to kind of judge pretty quickly. I think this is in the castle. Alright, which of you is shaped like this one? I think it's you. Yeah. A portrait of some dead lord eyes me suspiciously as I enter the room and start absent-mindedly drawing open drawers. The room is cold and skewed, ostracized, but I am about to leave when I spot a crate under the chest of drawers. This could be something. Okay. It could be something. That's not a question. Alright. Alright. Hello, kitty cat. David, my man. Not sure about this fog today. It's nice. And it's an eerie atmosphere out there, especially with those damn ravens about again. It's unusual black dog. It's usually fierce black dogs I've got to worry about, but not big black birds. Better off inside, I reckon. I do like that he has these casual conversations with me. The triangle has intrigued me ever since I was first heard about it as a young boy. What caused the pine trees to grow like that? Did someone plant them? I know you'll at least have heard of it, but did you know it? I calculated the exact center point, and there's a small clearing there. It can't be a coincidence. What's more is there is a certain energy about it. Not entirely welcoming either. I wonder if you might be able to take a look for yourself. Yes. So you think something's going on. Something suspicious is going on in the woods. Sure enough, as I approach the center of the curious triangular corpse crops of the heart, at the heart of the hearth woods, I come across a clearing, a tree that has been split in two, standing in the center. Sunlight breaks through, and I take a deep breath of cleansing pine and earth. Almost immediately, I am struck by a sense of ominous power, and my intuition tells me that there's something unusual here at the heart of the wood. I examine a broken tree and notice some strange markings carved into the trunk. Heart beating fast, I spot something else embedded in the wood. 3 pendants are arranged in a triangle shape. Alright. I wonder what they were doing with this. There's nature and stuff, but some of those are kind of odd. Like, how do those 3 correspond? Alright, you ready for the next customer? Get in here! Why aren't you wearing a hat? It's sunny out. Well, they said it's foggy, but still. It had been many years since I've performed the rite of the red knives, but I can still remember every step. I'd do it one more time before I die if I could get my hands on an Oxford spire. I tried that place in Arnside, and they sent me here. Okay. He wants this. During the Rite of the Red Knives, the Oxford Spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performing the ritual correctly, the site is used to impact vitality and clarity of thought. Although sometimes, not perhaps for the goat. Yeah, we know it's this. 2 of the points of the item is visible in the sketch. Closer inspection reveals dried blood, suggesting this item has been submerged in dried blood. Alright. Goodbye. Hey, Eli, what's up? I need to go away for a few days again. Really? There's a crazy amount of people losing their mind here. The Order of the Black Veil will have information I'm looking for. They seek to understand the world beyond death, drinking an elixir that sinks them into a deep trance. If I'm right, they may be able to shed some light on these events. Only problem is, I burned that bridge a long time ago. Could you lend me the Guise of Lilith? It won't be the first time I've used one to get around their hatred of me. Okay. Boss wants to sneak around where he isn't supposed to be. You should be very more careful when burning bridges, you know? Try to see what it's called. You should take that, especially when you run a business, you know? You should really consider the cost of such a thing. The risks. There it is. This item allows the bearer to pass unrecognized and is used in any length of time. The wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. The remaining of the bygone creatures have been seen in thermatology for centuries, from petrified teeth and bones. And devil's eye. I guess that is one of those items that makes them use this ancient power, source of power. Okay, so yeah, I know what this is. It's this one with the shell in it. Let's see. The item has an anemone fossil embedded in it. Closer inspection reveals that it produces the out-of-body feeling. Yeah. Go enjoy your spying. Hello, my dear. What can I help you with? Hello. Oh, is this a cat? Is that a cat? My eyes may have completely gone now, but it's good to know I still have cat sense. My cat senses. I do hope I'm in the right place. My daughter told me about the shop that specializes in unusual items. My life's joy has been to paint and painting. Without that in my life, I'm afraid I'm at a bit of a loss. I know that I will never see again, but is there anything in your collection that might help me paint again? I feel a little foolish for asking. It seems such a small thing, but to me it means everything. Okay, one thing. I need to look at this real quick. For the ending we're thinking about doing. Her name is Rebecca. Rebecca? Yeah. So I can pick whatever I want. I'm actually going to cure her. Because it just says I can pick whatever I want. Her ending doesn't affect what's going to happen. The gemstones are arranged in the constellations. Yep. Enjoy your painting, my dear. Hello, weirdo. Those ravens have done for 3 more. Those ravens have done for 3 more poor burgers. 2 of them up in car and another fellow fisherman. People are getting a bit panicky around here. Nothing natural about folks turning up with eyes of black like that. Yeah, and now this fog too. With the night drawing in and me working late, I refuse to walk down Holbrook Road without so much as a lantern. And I had something nice. I had something nicer and bright in mind. Sunbound, which is this one. Right? Yeah. This item is has an amber gemstone, a stone of light. It is made of bronze, a non-precious metal. Closer inspection reveals that it is strangely warm. Yep. Yep. Alright, be safe. When you walk around town by yourself, don't do it without people there. Hey, my dear, what's up? Bend your ear to the trees. I hold my palm out to the wind. Hold your palm out to the wind. The ravens can feel it. Can you? Something is stirring. I need Professor Grin to come to the coming day. Okay, the coming days. So you need this. These eerie creations were worn by priestess of Horgan in various rituals related to death and afterlife. The sanctum to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, and Path of the Warrior to help the dead find their way. Alright, it's this, because it's got the symbol on it. Alright, the mask is an eerie item that can be worn. The sketch shows a priest wearing the mask with their back to us. Using the index, you can find a sketch of to whom the mask bearer is a striking resemblance. The gemstone is vital in this stone of death. Yeah. Alright, there you go, my dear. Go back to doing your cultist stuff. Alright, we don't have anything else to do, right? Let's take this, put our book away. Pet the cat one more time before we read the fortune telling. Dun dun dun! Inside was the reason they had toiled so hard. A small black casket. A very valuable small black casket. They knew enough not to open it, but perhaps too little to fully understand the danger it posed. Dun dun dun! Nice and dramatic. Alright. Up the stairs, left, then left again, second on the right, is where I spend each night. Alright, we're gonna answer this one and then switch games. Be moving to Skyrim. No, don't pop your arm. It's disrespectful. You insult God. I don't know. He doesn't pop his arm and I was being a butt. Okay, up the stairs on the left, and then left again. So it's these ones. The stairs on the left, and left again. Second on the right. This one? We'll try the one with the sun on it. I figure I had 3 guesses, that was my guess. The bedroom looks like it hasn't been in use for some time. A thin layer of dust coats the furnishings and cobwebs decorate every corner. Pulling back the thin curtain lets some light in, but more importantly, they reveal a macabre item that has been hidden in some windowsill all this time. Fingers! Someone's lost some fingers. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, so we're gonna end that here, and we're gonna move on to Skyrim. So hang in there.
And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget.